Hey guys, tonight is all about the shoulder again, and this time it's going to be a little bit more about what to do when you have chronic shoulder pain or shoulder pain that's been around for a while. At the beginning of this month, we talked about what to do if you get a sudden or a new shoulder injury. Now we're going to flip the script and go to what if it's been around for a while. And the first thing I'm going to suggest is to assess how much anxiety and fear you have surrounding that pain. Because the more anxiety and fear you have surrounding that pain, the more pain you're going to have. Because in the brain, the neurons that are associated with fear and anxiety, when those neurons fire, it's actually a lot easier for your pain or the neurons that help the brain experience or perceive the experience of pain. Those neurons are all kind of tied together. So the more fear and anxiety or more ruminating you're doing or thinking about that shoulder, the injury or pain, the more of that you're doing, actually the more pain you can have. So the first thing is to kind of take a step back, self-assess, and see where you're at. See if that potentially could be an influencing factor for you. Next, try to modify your aggravating activities. And I know this is like, well, no, duh, I've been doing this, but really analyze, have you actually been modifying them? Or do you modify them and then maybe it starts hurting and you get annoyed and you're like, you know what, screw it, it's gonna hurt anyway, so it might as well hurt even more. And you just go ahead and do more of what you maybe shouldn't be doing. So really take a step back and look, like, are you doing things that bring your discomfort above a moderate level during, after, or a full 24 hours after an activity? Maybe trying to minimize that a little bit, or even thinking about the little things in your day-to-day life. Like if you have pain turning behind you when you're sitting in a car and reaching for something for your kiddos, like being like, okay, I can't move my shoulder like that. Let me take the extra time to unbuckle my seatbelt, turn my entire body around, grab the thing, turn back around, and then rebuckle myself. Even though it's a pain in the butt and a waste of time, all those little things that give you discomfort when you're doing them can add up, and eventually that can be some of the factors that prevent things from getting better. So paying attention to those things and being aware of them. And then the last thing that I'm going to suggest is that you do get your shoulder looked at by a professional. I don't often do shameless plugs, but I am going to do one here because I have seen a lot of people 1 year into a shoulder injury that's just, it's not getting better no matter what they do. And then they come to see me and we look at it, and it takes a little bit sometimes because the longer something's been there, the harder it is to peel back those layers of the onion and really figure out what is causing what. But once you peel all those layers back, people get better. And I can't count the amount of times that people have said, if only I would have done this 6 months ago, 8 months ago, 12 months ago, like, why did I live with this for so long when it was fixable? So if that's you and you're really, really struggling with shoulder pain, shoot me a message. We can definitely help it get a lot better. There's always something you can do. Even right now with COVID-19, we can do telehealth visits. Those work actually really, really well. I don't have to put my hands on you for you to get better. Or we can simply adjust your programming right now so you can still work out without making your shoulder worse, and then do a hands-on visit when all this is calmed down. So if you have questions, please do reach out. If you've had shoulder pain for a long time, please reach out. I'd love to help you with it, and have a wonderful night.